Hello there, everyone. I have music playing from somewhere that I cannot. There it is. Music playing in my ears, and I was like, where is that coming from? Some tab over on the side. Either way, hello, welcome. We are in Guild Wars 2 again, playing Vatanalia, or Sylvari Mesmer. We get to start chapter 4 of his personal story today. So let's get right into it. Last time we played through the last bit of chapter 3, and we were able to level ourselves up to 40. Oh, that's right, I still have points to spend, but I don't want to spend them yet. So let's actually go back here really quick, and let's go to the story to see... That's right, okay. We found out about the fate of Rhiannoch, the firstborn to first die. And we saw he was betrayed by a squire who took Calidbolg, the famous sword. Then fought said former squire, took back Calidbolg, and then we went and killed the Lich Mazdak the Accursed with Calidbolg. That's right. Yeah. And now I believe we're starting into kind of the order arc of things. And by that I mean like we're gonna be doing stuff for the Priory, or we get to choose our order, and we're gonna choose the Priory. But first, we have to experience, my bet is, an interaction between Destiny's Edge. So let us... We're actually fairly close, so let's just walk there. We don't need to fast travel. Just enjoy it. Yeah. Get to start to experience. I think this is likely where stories on characters around chapter 4 here is where they start to converge. Like, actually, hold on a moment. There's something I haven't opened yet that I would like to open. Can I grab this? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then can we swap to... Ta-da! Okay, we're at the Thor board. Alright, I call this the Thor board. This is just my whiteboard to be able to talk and explain certain things. I call it the Thor board because of Thor, Pirate Software, doing stuff in Paint. A lot of the time I use paint.net. That's my thing that makes me different. Not really. But what I wanted to say is, like, if we have the Guardian story, we have... no, sorry. Not classes. We want races. So if we have the human, the Char, Sylvari, you know, etc., etc. These have each their own stories, right? They play through each of their own kind of chapters, and they experience the different orders eventually around chapters 3 and 4 here. But then my theory is, and I haven't been playing a lot lately, so it's hard for me to kind of remember these sort of things, but then they start to instead devolve into, okay, did this guy go with the Vigil, the Priory, or the Order of Whispers, right? And then they continue on their story there, and this continues on its story here. Actually, it's something more akin to, you get the Vigil story, and then the original point is that the Char would also be like, did he do the Vigil? Did he do the Priory? Did he do the Order of Whispers? And so then you start going down the, instead of human... Actually, here's a better way to draw this. We then go... Yeah, okay, this will be it. So we do Vigil, Priory, whispers, right? And then we can just grab some colors here. So let's say that the char could be there, and the Sylvari goes here, and say priory, and this can be order of whispers. Okay, not the most clear demonstration here, but just quickly saying I could play as my human character here, right? And I play through my chapter 1, my chapter 2, my chapter 3. Chapter 4 is where I make this choice as what's going to happen of, do I play for the Vigil, do I play for the Priory, and do I play for the Order of Whispers? Now, all of these, I think, are going to be around the same kinds of stories, but with different types of missions depending on if you're Priory, Vigil, or Whispers. And then these will eventually converge into the core, you know, story about the dragons. Right? This is how I believe the structure of this game's story goes. So let's see if I'm correct in that, since I have not played, you know, another character's story in a very long time at this point. I'm just erasing my whiteboard on the other screen here real quick. Okay. Awesome. There we are. And back to the actual game. And yes, we can change instances to help out the servers and get a buff while we're at it. So we're going to go to Lion's Arch and meet with Destiny's Edge, I believe. What was the actual quote? Visit the Trader's Forum. It just says travel to Lion's Arch. So it's not telling us why we're going. I'm pretty sure it's to meet with Destiny's Edge. Let's find out. Just look at this Minas Tirith-like wall. That's so cool. And then, like, who lives in these houses? That's what I want to know. Especially the... Wait a minute. Pause. Especially this house. What's going on here at this house? How do you get... Is this just like a patio, maybe? Is that what's going on there? Is maybe the entrance up top? You have to, like, walk all the way down? No, that's just funny. I hope everybody's having a lovely start to the holidays in December here, and that Turkey Day went good for everyone. Actually, I think the last stream was right after Thanksgiving, but still. What is that? Ritlock, Logan, Kaith, Zoja, and Air Stegulkin? Is that her name? It's been a while since I've read the books with Destiny's Edge in them. It's been so long since I've seen them together. This will work, it must. I'm not sure what you're doing, Kaith, but I'm here if you need me. Oh, yep, Air Stegulkin, I was right. Ritlock, Logan, Zoja. Hey, I got them all right. Pat on the back.
Welcome, fellow members of Destiny's Edge. We must speak of the threat of the Elder Dragons.
When I agreed to come, I didn't know you'd be inviting this char.
I could say the same for you, human. Finally crawling back for forgiveness, Logan.
I've done nothing that needs to be forgiven.
Logan, Ritlock, enough of your squabbling. Kaith, I doubt that we can unite again. Not after our last mistake.
The Norn's right. When Heir Stagalkin makes mistakes, people die.
Is that what you think, Zoja? That what happened was my fault?
Please, all of you. Our time has come. We must help the Orders. We've fought the Elder Dragons before.
And lost. Because someone couldn't keep up with us.
You have something to say it to my face.
I would if you weren't always running away. I should gut you and be done with it.
Gut me? With what? That human-made sword you looted from Ascalon? I've had enough. We're done here.
Running away again.
Ritlock, you're just making it worse.
Ha! Look who's talking! Logan's right, for once. I have more important things to do. I'm done with this.
And I refuse to waste my efforts on cowards and fools. Goodbye, Keith.
It's sad to see Logan and Ritlock argue. If only there was something to bond them together. Yes, I know what might help. Keith, I have to leave as well. I fear this meeting was a mistake, but maybe I can fix it.
We failed, then. Failed to bring Destiny's Edge back together. We cannot help the others. How can we help Tyria?
There we go. Took a second for everything to load for me to unmute myself, but yeah. Yeah, let's talk to Keith. They are frozen in that moment. The 1 second when we split apart. Why can't they move beyond it? I don't understand. A death leaves a wound in the survivors, as the pale tree mourned when Renock dies. So too do they mourn. So, I think I brought this up in a very, very early stream. But this is like the game's heroes, and there's one per major race in the story. This is like the big hero group that formed together, and as they said, they went to go fight the Elder Dragons. They're the famous adventuring party. However, the big falling out happened when it came time to actually fight one of the Elder Dragons, and I'm blanking on which one it was. Zoja's master partner dies, and Ritlock blames the failure on the fact that Logan didn't even show up to the fight. He was faced with the choice of either I go save my queen, who he's in love with, because there's a threat on her life, or I go with Destiny's Edge here and fight the dragon and try and save the world. And he chose to save his queen instead. Ritlock, being a Jar especially, finds that cowardly. I don't know exactly the specifics of Zoja's master's death, but she's clearly blaming it on Heir here, and that she made some kind of mistake. But yeah, so that's the general gist, and so they all split apart after that because they failed in defeating the dragon, and one of their party members died. They're wasting time while the dragons grow stronger. I must find a way to make them see. We will. You're not alone, Keith. Not alone, because you are here, yes. I will hold on to that through the long nights ahead. Take care, my friend. You will hear from me soon. I'll be waiting. Oh man, I forgot my water over there. I'll grab it in a bit. It's fine. I know we're playing Guild Wars 2, but I have recently been enjoying my time with the new Marvel Rivals release. It's been quite fun getting to play a game like that again. I have a Black Lion chest key. That's always good. Do we have a Black Lion chest? We do. Let's use it. Open. Die kit and... Okay. These are always good. Cool. Green apple die. Nice. And these we can exchange for items. I pretty much always just get transmutation charges. trying to think. If there's anything better that I should be really using this on. And I don't think so, really. It's a cool sword. I will admit, that's a cool sword. But it does cost 60 of these. And I don't think I want to save for that long.
Hold on. Yeah, she's there.
And there's the lightsaber. I see. Okay. So I could say 45 of them for that, but let's just not worry about it right now. Not important in the moment. And they want us to go somewhere else in Lion's Arch now. Hello? I'm in Lion's Arch. I wonder if it might be bugged. What if I travel somewhere a little further? Give me a loading screen. There we go. Okay, I've traveled to Lion's Arch. Give me my quest marker, please. Maybe let's try and get some points of interest and some. Whoa, why am I blanking so hard on this? Points of interest and waypoints. There we go. Whew. Let's just show you, my brain is not all there today.
Look around you. Is it my fault those idiots piled up all this timber around it?
Do I need to maybe completely walk out of Lion's Arch and walk back in? Is that what's gonna have to happen? Let's try it. Let's walk out. Glita, the Master Tailor. Okay, yeah, we're gonna walk completely out into a whole different zone. Okay, travel to, okay, see, there we go. Now we have the quest marker back. Let's walk back in now. That was weird. That's a weird bug. But that's alright. Bugs happen. And I got solved. Read my mail. There we go. Now I got the mail. I can't wait to hear them. I've been assigned to escort you to the Dermot Priory, so meet me by the Black Lion Trading Company HQ in Lion's Arch. And we'll get started on a grand adventure. Cool. In the big seashell. Dude. Meeting my mentor. Now, I've never played the Priory story at all. I've only ever played Vigil. So this will be fun. Oh, just look at that, his face. Welcome to the Dermot Priory, novice. My name is Gix, and I'm the Dermot Priory steward. You'll be seeing a lot more of me, I promise you. Have a good day now.
The Dermot Priory is a bastion of history, containing the collected wisdom of the ages. For 200 years, we've stood upon a foundation of lore, research, and exploration. When Lion's Arch was flooded by the rise of the nation of Or, Our forebears rescued the city's survivors. We salvaged knowledge that would otherwise have been lost. Now as the dragons ravage ever greater expanses of Tyria, we must do even more. We must discover the truths that Tyria needs to survive. Where the dragons came from, why, and how to end their threat. The Priory is dedicated to learning. Siren, one of our most cunning scholars, will provide tutelage to help you gain wisdom that you will need. Dermond, our founder, said it best. Your power is only equal to the sum of your knowledge. If that's true, then we're Tyria's best hope to survive the darkness gathering on the horizon. Welcome to the Dermond Priory.
Cool. Wait, is that a dwarf? What the? I thought the dwarves were extinct or something. We got to learn more about that.
Stop worrying, huh? My trip and I'll have a sprouting home in no time. It'll be cherry.
I was hoping it would be the dwarf up here, I'll be honest.
Ah, here you are. You must be the new novice I was sent to retrieve. I'm a Magister of the Order, but we don't need to use titles. Just call me Siren.
Happy to meet you. I'm looking forward to working with the Dermond Priory.
It's nice to see that you're enthusiastic. I know I'm supposed to take you straight back to the Priory, but I'd like to take a little side trip. While I was waiting for you, Explorer Kekt was telling me this really interesting story about an old dwarven tomb. And guess what? It's right on our way. I'll still take you to meet Steward Gix at the main Priory building, but I want to have a bit of fun first.
Magister Siren, you're not listening to me. We don't even know if the story is true. What if this tomb doesn't even exist? What if it's just a legend?
Oh, Kekt, stop being a spoilsport. If I ignore this, those skulky dredge might find the tomb first. And how would that turn out? They'd destroy it. Come on. It won't hurt anything to go look around a bit. The novice doesn't mind, right?
Exploring an ancient tomb on my first day in the Order. Sounds fun. I don't mind at all.
Then it's settled. I'll meet you at Moland Summit, novice. Don't keep me waiting, okay?
Alright then. So, I'll be honest, the Priory is more dungeon delvy than I thought they would be. I always perceived them more as the kind of scholarly part that they are. But everyone I interact with the Priory is very like adventurous and like outgoing. I was like, ooh, we get to discover things. So it's a very interesting take on knowledge. This is a Char Daredevil, which is looking at, oh, changed his colors. But that's very cool. Daredevils are like monks. It's like a monk subclass. Okay, so we gotta go up this way. So let's just teleport here real quick. Here, I'm actually going to be right back.
$10 million kids like me enter a CMN hospital every year. For me, I entered my children's hospital when I was 9 years old for my miracle story. Happy to report that my health is on the up, and it's all because of gamers like you.
my name is Tara. I stream on Twitch, and I did Extra Life last year, and I raised $5,000 for Children's Hospital of Omaha. I wanted to raise it for people that couldn't afford to go there, because I know not everybody can afford to go to a hospital, especially if something comes up like randomly.
So my why?
My apologies. Had to deal with a quick personal matter and grab my water bottle while I was at it. Alright. Yeah, let's go do some dungeon exploring. That's gonna be cool. I'm excited to see that sort of stuff. Now, even though we have this XP boost, I believe when we first started playing Vatnalia here, there's also the extra life bonuses going on. And another bonus. There's some beginner event another time we were playing. With just this bonus, I don't think we're going to be able to level to level 50 just through playing the story, given our experiences so far. I'm curious to see how much we level through the story, so I'm going to try and not get too distracted by various quests and events and things. But we will definitely kind of stop wherever stop to get waypoints whenever we can. Just because waypoints are very just useful and also just lucrative XP. But other than that, I don't think we're gonna stop for much. We might stop to get food ingredients. We should have done that while we were in Lion's Arch. Well, it's too late now. We need to make Vatnalia here a cook. We might do that once we reach a point in the story where either we're in another town or we might just do it after we're done with chapter 4 in the story, and we'll just focus on some crafting and cooking for a bit, because that'll get us some XP. It won't be a lot, but it'll be something. Get this point of interest too. Okay. This big old Shiver Peak mountain is in the way, sadly, so it's hard for us to get by. Is this gonna be the long way? Maybe I should head up this way. Let's just go exploring, adventure. Why not? Interesting that these ice elementals are passive, not aggressive. Okay. Here we are. No, I'm not gonna worry about that waypoint right now. It's just because it's in the opposite direction of where I want to be going. Can I not go up this way? I guess not. That. There we go. Guess we will grab this. Start heading this way instead. I do love that this snowy area in the game houses these like cherry blossom trees. It's so pretty. I guess we might as well grab this while we're here, since we're here. Can I? Oop. Nope, I do have to get to the top of the sword. slipping and sliding. Okay. There we are. Ah. Oh, it's a big ol' mecha woman. I wonder what... I don't know what that's about, in all honesty. I don't know if that's like an ancient dwarven thing or something. I don't know. But this is cool. I wonder if this spawns a, like, world boss or something. A group event. That'd be cool. Let's grab this point of interest while we're here. Marionette's Landing. Oh, so they must have fallen off that big long cliff there. And it's called the Marionette. Or maybe that's just what we refer to it now, not knowing what it truly is. Cool. New event nearby. Let's see. I'm wondering if this portal here is into the area we actually need to be in. No, I'm wrong. Okay, we just went the entirely wrong direction, is what that's telling me. Whoops. Ugh. Mole people, the dredge are here. Alright. Let's continue along our way. We might actually... Yeah, because we tried to go that way and I couldn't go that way, so let's... What's that path? It's very kind of developers here to give us these trails, which are, you know, help with the immersion slightly, because, you know, they're made by groups walking normally. But really, it's nice as a player as well, just to be like, oh, here's a way to go. They tend to lead to somewhere, wherever that may be. Okay, and it leads us through the mountain in this case, which is very useful, especially for this. Ooh, boy. It's a group fight, and I'm bad at group fights. Okay, wait, I can do that. There we go. So yeah, once we get down to one person, it becomes easy again. All these steam machines. Are those made by the dredge, I wonder? Or are they dug up by the dredge and they've just been there for a very long time? There's a Priory member, the scholar there. Thing's still chasing me. Got a longer leash than I'm used to. Yeah, there we go, they're gone. Alright, we made it to our story destination. Let's go. Dredging up the past. Because we're probably going to fight some dredge.
Look at these glorious snow-dusted mountains. I love the Shiver Peaks. They're so magnificent. Can you believe the ancient dwarves thought this was a good place for a tomb? It feels so alive. Such a strange choice.
It's beautiful, but I'll admit I don't know much about dwarves. What's so interesting about this tomb?
The dwarves are almost extinct, but in their time they knew a lot about the dragons. The Priory studies dwarven tombs to learn as much as we can. This tomb's completely unexplored. If there hadn't been a little earthquake, it would have stayed buried beneath rocks and ice. Kekt's old scrolls said this was the tomb of a dwarven prince. It might have... Uh-oh. Look at those dig marks. Dredge. Shoots and thorns. I knew the Dredge would find this place. That's why I wanted to come right away. See, the Dredge were once enslaved by dwarves. They'll destroy anything dwarven. Once this cave opened up, they probably flocked here like jackdaws to a bone.
Then we'd better hurry. Hey, do you hear that? Siren, watch out!
Let's do this then.
You will not steal our artifacts!
Oh boy, right into it. Alright. Oh, I got stunned out of my thing. I have to remember how to play this character again, and they're very complicated. So it's much easier on game day when I played them for like 6 hours straight. Oh boy. Alright. You. I don't like you. Oh. My AoE accidentally brought more people involved. Alright, let's switch to the swords. Oh, heck. I have a bigger range than I knew. Meanwhile, the master over here is dealing with the horde. Aw, man. More of these, please. I gotta do my... Not my mantras. They're called... No, are they called mantras? They are mantras. Meditations as guardian.
Agony, torment,
Gotta
pain,
do my mantras.
obfuscate, disorient, confuse.
Ugh, he interrupted me out of that one. Again, that's the second time I've been interrupted out of this. Ugh.
Ooh,
Such a glass cannon. Not used to it.
The writing on this is certainly dwarven. Keep searching. Maybe we can find more.
Okay. Just single target this dude. Block. Hit me.
Let's do this.
Accidentally attacked this guy too. Sorry, man. You were not meant to get caught in the crossfire.
Another artifact.
You idiots, we were too
This has
late.
royal mark.
Attack!
This tomb is for
Oh, boy.
nobility. Think we can find anything else?
Take that!
I'm not getting a lot of healing every time I summon an illusion, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, I'm fully healed. Apparently I'm not. And I'm not gonna do that either. Okay. Oh, jeez. I am. Alright. Trying to remember. I don't know if we ever really, because I remember switching the two swords more towards the end of my time on game day. And so I don't know if we ever really discovered the optimal way to play with two swords. I know we played with the scepter for a long time. And we did... Ooh boy, what did we do? We did scepter and not pistol. We switched to pistol eventually. And we kept with pistol for a while, but I forget what we were doing. Was it focus? Did we have a scepter and a focus for a while? I'm not totally sure. Either way, we've definitely kept with the scepter for basically the entire time playing. Because this dot build has been quite fun for me.
We have to get them out.
And then we played with staff. That's kind of what we were doing. Was
We know so little.
how can I get them out? Do I have to? Oh, I see. Because the staff was very good at dealing with groups of people.
My raven's wings. No one was supposed to know about our expedition. Did Gix send you?
Send us? Sure. Gix sent us. That's why we're here. Gix. He sent us.
Much appreciated. When I see you back at the Priory, I'll buy you an ale.
Love that. That's a good bit of comedy. Now, since he's yellow,
What are you doing here? Dwarf sympathizers, I'll bet.
We want to know the importance of this tomb. What can you tell us?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Come, let's show them the meaning of buried and forgotten.
oh boy,
Not much of a conversationalist, is he?
interrupted. Interrupted. Deal with it. Interrupted. Those 3 interrupts in a row, and that felt amazing. Alright, we can interrupt him again. Interrupt.
No more for me.
No more for me. He sounds like Pooh. Like Winnie the Pooh.
That talking tree's gone crazy. Get it off me. I'll tell you anything. Just let me go.
This talking tree will tear your limbs off, buddy. Is this all you found in the tomb, or did your people destroy some of the relics?
Those relics are nothing compared to... We tried to shatter it, but we couldn't. It was too powerful. Nothing could harm it.
Destroy what? Another relic? One like these?
Junk! No. It was a sword. We sent it to the southern ruins, hoping to find some way to destroy it. Death to the dwarves!
A sword? Maybe the writing on these relics will tell us more. I bet Gix can translate it. Let's head back to the Priory and ask him. Tree? That's the best he had. I'm more insulted by his lack of imagination.
Alright. Well, that's a cool first little introduction. And I get to learn more about dwarves. It's something I've always wanted to learn more about, especially in Guild Wars. So this will be cool. I'm excited about that. Where do we need to end up, though? That's interesting. It just has... Oh, wait. But this is the Vigil Castle, I thought. Is that not? No, that's the Vigil Castle. Is over here. Oh, okay. I was a little bit turned around is all. Well, let's teleport over here. Alright, cool. This is why we get waypoints. Not to say, like, traveling by foot in this game isn't fun. It is. More just a convenience thing, especially when I'm trying to just play the story. This game gets so distracting so much of the time. Oh boy, okay, we got a level of precision and condition damage. Ah, perfect. that now, please. But yeah, this game wants to distract you all the time, so I've never been here before in all my time playing. Which we found out today on Deconstruction Gaming stream that I've only played this game 177 hours. Meanwhile, he has been playing SWTOR for total playtime of 2 years. Across 14 years of the game being out, of course, but I'm not even at a year's time. I'm not even, what is 177 hours? How many days is that? 24. It's only a week. I've only played this game a week.
All of 3.5 seconds.
3.5 seconds is a very specific guess. Ooh, that's cool. So what is that? Is that actual 3D model? It looks like it. Yeah, it looks to be an animated model. Yeah, these are 3D.
Magister Siren, you've taken
Sorry,
your time getting
should be
here.
paying attention.
Come,
Not looking at rocks.
introduce me to our new friend.
Oh. I guess I have to talk.
Magister Siren, yet again you neglect your duty to go on an adventure. You're completely out of control, you blasted weed. You're very lucky my expedition team needed your help to get out of there. I'm going to go easy on you. This time. But if I ever find out that you ever risk another novice's life on one of your little curiosities, I'll prune your ears. Mark my words. Ah, our newcomer. I'm sorry for all the trouble. Siren is something of a firecracker.
The novice did very well, Steward. Don't fuss. Look, we even recovered these unusual artifacts. Won't you translate the writing for us, Gix?
Don't wheedle me, you leaf-addled reprobate. Why I tolerate him... Oh. My goodness. This is fascinating. Tell me, was anything missing from the cave?
Yes, the dredge had taken a weapon from the cave. That's a wonderful guess. Guess something else, Gix. This is fun.
By the cogs of creation, they took the sanguinary blade. It's a legendary sword made of frozen blood. The weapon was lost when the stone summit dwarves vanished.
A sword made of blood? What kind of blood could possibly be made into a weapon?
The worst kind. Dragon blood. Magister, novice, you must find that blade and bring it safely to the Priory.
Why us?
We're on it, sir. You can count on us.
Why wouldn't you send someone else? I don't understand why you...
Are amazing. The
We're
prince's
just the
name
people in
was
front of you at the time.
Dagnar Stonepate, apparently, and he was tremendously famous.
Famous then? Dead today. He's nothing but a bone orchard now.
Alright. Ooh, that was a big chunk of XP. My guess is Chapter 4 is going to get us to level 45 or 46. Maybe 47? Or like most of the way to 47? I will be pleasantly surprised if it's anything more than that. Ooh, I gotta put that with... I gotta get that to my main character. Okay, we can deposit things, and then salvage kit. Here we go. Oh, we want to equip that.
We got a field request for copies of everything we have on the
There we go.
stores. We could fill 2 crates with scrolls detailed.
Deposit all those materials, consume all this luck. Let's eat some blueberry toast while we're at it. Lasts for 30 minutes. Perfect. I don't have any other enhancements right now, so we're not going to worry about it. Where to? In here. Okay. Oh, there's a hero point in here. Definitely want to grab that. Heart of the Priory. Magically suspended tablets contain the amassed knowledge of the Priory. Searching with power, the tablet's inscriptions emit a faint glow. That's cool. King of the Thorn. cool looking dude. Awesome. Oh, we have more from leveling up. So let's... There we are. And actually... There we go, trading post. So, from the equipment we got Divinity Rune. And Lisa. So let's grab 3 runes of Divinity and 3 runes of Lisa. So major rune of Lisa. We want 3 of those. Okay, and Divinity, major rune of Divinity, we want 3 of those. There we go.
Rare loot.
Take all those, and then we can, I think I want to do this more. Whoa, wait, why can't I? Oh, can I only go in rare gear? No? That's weird. Yeah. Oh, is it because these already have a rune in them? Can I not replace the rune? No, because then I could put it in this. And I can't put it in that. I wish it would tell me why I can't put it in it. Because that's weird. This precision is giving me a crit chance. Let's... Yeah. Okay. So that at least gives us that. I can't put this in anything else, huh? Why can I only put it in these? Oh, wait, is it the level of gear 40... 30, but you're 39. Because these are only level 30, so like... Okay, it must be a level thing then. This is all level 80 gear. Man. I want to know. What's heirloom lost and found?
May your knowledge flourish.
Alright, we'll get better gear in no time, so let's just start heading our way back to the story. We're only going to stream for a little bit today. I don't think we're going to do it for very long. Just because I have other plans and things to get to today. But while I am streaming, let's always remember that if you use the donation link at the top or in the description, you can donate to Extra Life to help out sick kids at Phoenix Children's Hospital. That is why I stream. All donations are purely for charity. Eat that mysterious meat. So yeah, consider donating to help out the sick kids at this time of year especially. Never fun to be sick, and the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals do an amazing job of trying to make a more than likely not very fun time in someone's life, both for the kids and their family, a little bit more bearable. And They don't turn anyone away. So people that need medical care but maybe can't afford it normally, their insurance might not cover it, they can go to places like Phoenix Children's and any of the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Which is just an amazing thing. No one should really not be able to get better due to monetary or political reasons of any kind. That's just silly. No one wants to be sick. We could do that event right now, or we could keep jumping around the place trying to find our way to this. I bet actually we're supposed to go that way, but we're gonna take this path instead. I did mention Marvel Rivals earlier, and the reason that we're still playing Guild Wars not that is because I don't honestly know how much I could talk about Rivals and play at the same time. That game requires a tremendous amount of focus because there's a lot going on. Plus, it's also just... I debated streaming it last night, but decided against it. I'm still coming up with my own opinions on it. Overall, I think it's still good as of right now. I think it's a very good game. And any of the flack that it's getting, I haven't seen any that's deserved yet. I haven't seen a well-made point on something bad about the game yet.
Look at this place. It must be tremendously old. Centuries even.
Older than that. The Dwarven civilization lasted for more than 2,000 years, and this might be one of their first structures. It's so sad that the dwarves all turned to stone and went to fight the dragons. Sad, but brave.
The Dredge brought the sword here to find a way to destroy it. We'd better hurry before they succeed.
You're absolutely right. First, we have to cross that windy bridge. I can use my magic to fly, but you'll have to foot it. Those flags and the torches flutter when the wind rises, so watch them carefully. Use the walls for cover. Keep your footing, go as fast as you can, and don't worry, it'll be cherry.
Oh boy. Okay, so there's kind of a puzzle here.
Watch the flags and use the walls for cover. That wind is fierce.
Okay. Is it? Oop. I don't know what.
I need assistance.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't necessarily know what the mini game here is. I know I'm supposed to watch the flags, and I'm gonna get blown off by the wind. Is it just I'm just supposed to book it across? I see. Okay. So yes, I am. Oh, there we go. Now I'm starting to get buffeted by the wind. Okay, I see. So there goes the wind. And now the wind's stopped. And now we run. Oh. There we go. Okay. Then we use this wall for cover. And then I think we run now. Okay.
Why would anyone want to live underground? If you ask me, both dwarves and Asura have some serious issues.
Serious issues, really. Okay.
I know these symbols from my priory training. This is the tomb of Dagnar's Stonepate of the Stone Summit Dwarves. Dagnar killed a human prince named Rurik, destroying the peace between the kingdoms of Kryta and Ascalon. That apparition must be the ghost of Dagnar's Drake Mount. I don't think it's noticed us. Ignore it and find a way to get up to that ledge. You never learned that trick. Huh. Well, looks like you'll have to climb. I think I see a path to the top. I'll mark it for you. Follow the trail of sparks.
I was gonna say, yeah, look at that. She's sparking the way for me. Okay, so it is jump up here. This is interesting. This is I like the way that this game structures these things because it always provides a new another way to experience the game and gameplay. It's not always just killing stuff. Do I just jump down? Okay, yeah, I just jumped down.
Great.
Did you
I knew you could do
kill all these people? That looks like a son of Svanir or something. What's up with that?
Whoever that Norn was, his friends took out this dredge. They took the sword too.
Oh, the
Nobody
Norns
passed
took
us
it.
on the way in, so they must still be in here. Maybe down this hallway. Let's go.
Okay. So did we get... Oh yeah, we do have 5, but we want to save up for the 6 here. We have not... It's level 45, yeah, that we get this, but we want to get as much as we can before 45. Ooh. Okay, there's traps. Noted. Oh, I see, these are pressure plates. Well, I don't have a great way of getting by said pressure plates. Don't have any movement abilities.
As opposed to tomb researchers. We're the good guys, they're the bad guys. Get him.
Oh, I think they're... Well, don't mind me while I do some preparations over here, guys.
Let's do this, then.
Okay, interrupt him out of that spin. Apply some dots towards him. There we go. Mop him up. Defeat the Lara Crofts.
Protect the dragon's blood sword. Feel the coming sacred blade from it. May Jormag's strength fill you. Destroy them. I will escape with the blade.
Steed Frostbeard.
Incredible strength coursing through my veins. Praise Jormag.
Stun him. Oh. Did he deflect it back at me? That's interesting. I'll wait for... No. Messed up that interrupt. Oh, there we go. Now we got a stun.
Stieg Frostbeard. I've heard of him. He's a son of Svanir. They're dragon cultists, and Stieg is a mean one. If he's got the sword, it'll be nothing but trouble.
Did you see what happened when the blade cut his friend? It turned that Norn into a monster.
I saw. That looked like dragon corruption to me. I guess the sanguinary blade really is made of dragon's blood. Gix was right.
You're questioning if he was right
That's
or not?
bad news for us, too. That sword will corrupt anyone that holds onto it for too long. Before we retrieve it for the Derman Priory, we'd better find a way to protect ourselves from the corruption.
What about the sword's original scabbard? The dwarves must have made it strong enough to contain the blade.
True. But how do we find that scabbard? It might be easier to create something of our own, using Priory knowledge. Give it a rumble in your brain, and let me know when you've made a choice.
So is it find the scabbard or make the scabbard? Is that our choices? Turn Havram into a monster. Clearly, even if we get the sword, we can't just carry it around like a tree branch. Jormag the Ice Dragon. Seems that's even more dangerous than we thought. We gotta contain it somehow. We either search for a dwarven relic to use or craft one ourselves. How exciting. Oh. I want to do more dwarf stuff, so let's find a dwarven relic. Sure. Actually, makes it so we can get rid of that level 28 staff. Sure. Okay. So we're gonna go searching in tomb again. Is it the same tomb as last time? No, at False Lake. That's a different place. I'm being attacked. Oh, I can't fast travel while I'm being attacked. Yeah, and stay back. That. Here we are. Excuse me. I yawn a lot lately. The stream is going good so far today, Decon. We're playing through chapter 4 of the story, and I am enjoying it so far. I'm playing with the Derman Priory faction, which I originally thought was just kind of the wizardy knowledge is power faction, but they actually have a very big streak of dungeon delving and adventure kind of in them too, and I'm finding that quite fun. It's also, since it is that kind of knowledge base, it's giving a lot of lore that I actually didn't know before. We're getting to learn a lot more about dwarves, which have always been kind of something I didn't know all that much about. I just kind of knew that they turn themselves to stone to fight dragons and have become extinct, although I've only now just learned they are mostly extinct. They're not totally extinct.
Nothing like a good hunt. I'll break your bones and laugh.
So we're just playing through that story right now. We just made a choice in the story as our character to we could either have crafted, using the Priory's knowledge, a means to contain this legendary sword we're tracking down right now, because it's so dangerous that it's too dangerous to even hold, apparently. So we could either have used the Priory's knowledge to just make our own containment unit for it. Wow, that was hard to say. But instead I chose to hunt down another dwarven relic because I want to learn more about dwarves. And all the while we're stopping to get waypoints and hero points because they are just very useful things. What? So wait, what? This is a aqua breather. Oh, okay. So this like just doesn't matter. Precision and ferocity, vitality, and condition damage. Sure, we'll take that. Yes, please. And then did that give me my 6 point? It did. So we can get our next in the dueling tree. All hero points we're gaining are going towards that dueling tree as of right now. Mostly Instinct is slightly alive, according to Miracle Max. God, I was just talking about that movie yesterday at work with a coworker. I was telling her about the time I was leading the Cursed Men group. How they hadn't ever seen, a lot of them hadn't ever seen The Princess Bride. And I was like, guys, you need to see this movie. Like, this movie is, you need to see it. Partly because it's, you know, it's fantasy-esque and it's, you know, I can skew it that way and that it's important for our game project, but mostly it was just like, guys, this is a very well done movie. It's very funny. We need to watch it. That was probably one of the better team building exercises I ever put together.
Isn't it amazing? Hundreds of years ago, this was a proud stone summit fortress. They were a group of xenophobic dwarves, cruel, brutal, and unyielding. They're the ones that enslaved the dredge. Well, mostly. Now look at it. Everything it stood for, both good and bad, has been washed away by time. I'm continually amazed at Tyria's resilience. The Stone Summit kept their most valued artifacts here. The Priory retrieved quite a bit, until those nasty pirates moved into the area.
You think the scabbard's still down there?
I'm sure of it, Novice. The question is, how do we convince the pirates to let us poke around? Buy them some beer? Oh! Convince them we're just shrubs!
I like the idea of convincing them, but I think we should use our convincing weapons. Come on.
What could possibly go wrong? I defy those pirates.
Now this is a bad example from kind of what I'm gathering from this portion of the quest right now, but one of the things that I'm learning about the Priory that I'm actually really loving so far is I always played with the Vigil faction, and the Vigil is the more militaristic, like, we're the army and we're here to fight kind of killy faction. So most of their quests revolve around that, of you just go and fight a bunch of stuff, which is very fun. It can be very, very fun. Of they send a horde of monsters at you, but also give you an army at your back, and you basically get to fight your way through these big hordes of stuff. That's a really fun power fantasy. What the Priory does is they tend to give me quests that are outside the norm, is kind of the best way I can put this. Like, it's not just kill quests, it's not fetch quests, it's puzzly in a way. Like, the first Priory quest we did with this character was based around, hey, we have this experimental mech, so can you help save this fortress with this experimental tech that we've just built? And it's this little mech guy that you get to remote control, and he lays down mines. And so it's just, they would launch this mech out, and you'd fight this horde of undead by placing down all these mines and tricking them into walking into it. Anytime your mech died, they just launch out another mech, and you got to keep going. That was really cool. Mech is a bad word. Golem. It was a golem. So you had this little mine laying golem that was really cool. And then in this quest that we were just doing, it was like a jumping puzzle that this character Siren here was kind of helping guide us through, even though she was like, oh, well, I can just fly and teleport. I know you can't, but here, I'll just mark where you should go. And she was creating these little, like, lightning spark effects as kind of a hint for the player as to where to go. So that's a really... I am enjoying this kind of new approach. I've always thought quest design in Guild Wars was kind of its strongest area, and if anything, this is just kind of showing that off even more. But now we're going to do an underwater quest by the looks of it. Underwater quests in combat, not always my favorite, but it's interesting because it's like a whole nother game mode almost, you know. Because now I get movement in total 3D space. Style and variety and activity. Especially linked to story or lore. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I should pay attention. I'm dying. Summon the tank real quick to distract them. Okay, there we go. No longer dying. But we do have to deal with this pirate now. Why is he got... Oh, is he being chased away by the Quaggan? But yeah, I definitely agree that the amount of variety and stuff is really well done here. Because there's just all the quests amongst in the world, of course, but there's also, even within this story, the different paths I can take. And I talked about this earlier in the stream where we brought up the Thor board here, and we laid out... Oh, I guess I can't... Wait, no, where is it? We brought up the Thor board here, and we laid out kind of the structure of the story, and how it's race-based, for essentially the first 4 chapters. So, or first 3, because chapter 4 is where we're at. So really, it's about right there. So humans have their first 3 chapters of story, then Char have theirs, and then this is when they start to kind of converge, and you start to get more... it's now a faction-based thing. So instead of I get my race story, it's now, am I part of the Vigil, am I part of the Priory, or am I part of the Order of Whispers? And then you start kind of going on these quests in the story. And I don't know how many of these, how many chapters of doing this there is, but at some point then again, these converge, and now you're into, okay, now we have to fight the dragons. Like, we're doing the dragon story. This is kind of my theory, because this is what I've experienced so far in playing my other characters' stories, is they eventually get to a point where you're doing this sort of faction thing, and then on my main, I've started doing the dragon story. I'm being attacked in the game. The pirates would not leave me alone to explain that story thing again. But yeah, so right now we're in kind of the faction-based storytelling. What is it? This dude is just stunned and just falling, I guess. Seems to be an infinite amount of pirates coming from this direction. Can we get the Quaggan to come help us is the question. How rude. I agree. But, I mean, they are pirates, so can we blame them? Yes, NPCs, come help me. Especially because I'm still relearning how to play this character, and I definitely don't know how to play them underwater. Whole new ability set is very awkward. I could probably read my abilities, if anything, but why would I do that? When I could just button mash and get through the story. Now let's actually see. So this is stabs. Yep, okay. My 2 is a charge. 3 is creating an illusion. Oh, this is an immobilize. Oh, look. We're passing through the mines like in Finding Nemo. Living up to their swashbuckling reputation, indeed. Now, if only the Dread Pirate Roberts were here. Then really we would come full circle. I would love if at the end of this quest right now, if they threw in just a random Dread Pirate Roberts reference. That would be amazing. Read, study, research, unacceptable practices. Yeah, exactly. We don't need education. I mean, as an educator yourself, you know, education isn't needed. Alright, can I block something? No? Okay. Oh, and we can see, too, as we were talking about on your stream, here's, I've only played this character for 11 hours. And all of it's been on stream. I don't think I've ever touched this character outside of the stream. Wait, is my third ability slightly longer? Can I? No, they're all obstructed. Ugh. Okay. Awkward. Jump. Please. I need a heal. And then jump up. There we go. Okay. Blocked. Summon that. Lies do not become us. You make me want to go and watch this movie now. Especially with talking with my coworker yesterday. It's such a good movie. Oh, that dude jumped in the water after me. Oh, too bad I'm dealing with his friend now. That's a fun bug. Don't know why that net appeared there. One of them fired it. Shouldn't have appeared there, though. That's quite funny. Okay. Oh, I couldn't swap with him. That's interesting. Is it because I'm in the water? I think I'm breaking their system slightly here because I was trying to do combat with this guy who was in the water while I was out of the water. And it wasn't liking me using out-of-water abilities on an in-water person. Yeah, it's one of those movies you just always gotta come back to every now and then. Search the submerged ruins for dwarven relics. Ooh, okay. I bet. Oh, dwarven relic. Oh, do we just get to yoink these up?
Oh, I should have.
So now we're in kind of a...
Magister Stonehealer's classes.
We're in like a gathering sort of quest now. Stone Scabbard. Now I wonder, did that spawn because of us grabbing these, or did it just like... It must have, right? Dwarven Scabbard. That's a scabbard that looks like a whole sword. What's going on there? Princess Bride, always just a good watch. For anyone else out there watching, go watch The Princess Bride. It's a good movie. Yeah, because at work yesterday we were talking about actors in films and kind of like the main film they're known for, and then like what other things they've been in. Like Carrie Elways, right, of Princess Bride, playing Wesley. I was like, well, of course there's Robin Hood Men in Tights. Did amazing in that. I did not realize he's in Stranger Things. Totally didn't know that. I mean, I'd seen the season he was in. It never clicked, I guess, when I was watching it. That was him. Or it's just been that long since I've seen that season. Oh, escape with the scabbard. Okay, I was getting ready to go fight all these dudes. I'm just gonna stealthily just go away. I don't need to fight. But I was remembering Carrie Elways from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is a really good show I had watched recently on Amazon. And he plays a very funny 1950s, 60s stage actor in that, who's very famous and well known. But yeah, he does such a good job at that. Yeah, you wouldn't put it together either. And to answer your question about underwater, all characters, part of your equipment, right? Like this is your main equipment. You know, head, shoulders, chest, hands, pants, boots, your 2 weapon sets. This is your core equipment. Over here is you have stuff like your backpack and these accessory slots and your 2 ring slots and your amulet slot that give you some benefits. And then right here is your underwater equipment, and everyone has a aqua breather. I almost said rebreather, but I believe that's Star Wars. Everyone has an aqua breather, which basically is their way of basically being like, oh, this is why everyone can breathe underwater indefinitely, is we have these magical aqua breathers that you can just breathe underwater with. And then you have your 2 weapons for underwater combat. What that then means, though, is that in previous streams I had talked to you about the fact that the way the game works is the whole left side of your bar is determined by what weapons you're using. The whole right side is determined by kind of your utility spells and stuff for your class. And then you have 2 weapons, so you have to learn 2 weapon sets and also know your kind of class abilities. What it actually is you have to learn 4 weapon sets and then another set of class abilities. You can actually assign the same class abilities that you have terrestrial as you do aquatic, or you can choose different ones. But yeah, you do need to know kind of 4 weapon sets if you want to be that effective underwater. And I would have told you a month or 2 ago, oh, but water combat doesn't happen that often. But I've been through a lot of water quests recently, so it does. There's a whole dungeon that's underwater.
We retrieved the scabbard. Now how do we find it?
And so you have to do the entire dungeon using just underwater combat.
That's right. I totally forgot to tell you about that part. Oops. The Arcanist back at the Priory used a scrying spell to track Stieg. They told me that he's hiding near Black Baal's mill.
We're also on double secret probation. Turns out Gix was mad about us not reporting after we went to the tomb.
Wait, we were supposed to report in? Siren?
If we don't find Stieg Frostbeard soon, the sword will corrupt everyone around him. It'll turn them all into monsters.
We've got to hurry to Blackbarl's mill. I'll meet you there. And Siren, don't forget to bring the scabbard.
I'm enjoying this kind of ditzy character. I think most people don't enjoy these kind of ditzy characters, and maybe I don't normally either, but this one, I'm actually... she's quite fun. That's honestly, getting that gem isn't going to matter so much because it's just going to go right into my storage for my main character, who is a jeweler, to work with. I had spent a good portion of time last week. I don't even think I played Guild Wars at all this week. But I spent a good portion of time working on crafting stuff last time I played. Oops. Wrong key. Deposit all the materials. Okay. Use all the bags of loot. Why not? Okay, here's a new trident. Sure. Equip that. New precision and ferocity. Ferocity is... It's crit damage, right? Yeah, ferocity is crit damage. Okay. Sure. Why not? Do it. Okay. Deposit those, and then we're gonna just start salvaging all this stuff for materials. Deposit all of them. Eat some blueberry toast and be on our way. We have to head south, actually. So we noticed that it had instanced us out of this area, even though we were still visibly in this area. This is the big pirate base that we kind of went around and didn't want to fight. It instanced us out since we were in the story mode. So we were by ourselves, so no other players could interfere with our own personal story. It did just kick us off our mount. I don't know why it would kick us off our mount for this area, so that's interesting. That means they don't want you mounted in this area for a reason. Probably some vista or challenge of some sort, or this event. Mounts probably break it, make it too easy. And we can see like this little sword through our mount icon is telling us we still can't use it. So once that goes away, we can mount back up again. I'm gonna avoid fights where I can, just so we don't get distracted. We should actually, I say don't get distracted, and then okay. I need to do those two. Group events, census Fanier. That's a fractal. Okay. I'm just putting those objectives on our screen so that way if we kind of come across anything, we can go do that. A lot of it's gathering based, so we're probably going to stop and gather things a little bit more often now. To help us get a little bit of XP, but mostly for our daily and weekly stuff. Since I'm probably not going to end up playing this tomorrow, more than likely. I'm probably going to be playing more Rivals. Because I don't know how much longer, how much more time I'm going to have really to play that game. Although it's quick, so I can probably play it after work. It's probably a good one to do, but I like playing this game more after work just because it's relaxing. Watching Deconstruction Gaming's Stardew stream VODs is honestly... What is this dude fighting me right now? He's a pirate vintner. Am I stealing the pirate's wine grapes? What I was gonna say is watching Decon's Stardew streams really makes me want to get back into playing Stardew Valley, because that's also a very relaxing, chill game to get to play after work. Anything to help eliminate griefing moments? Yeah, for sure. It's a good thing. I think SWOTOR does it too, though, right? Like, don't they instance you out for major story moments, especially ones that would involve a cutscene of some kind? Because I don't think in SWOTOR I've ever seen... No, maybe I have actually, like in early... Because I've only played through like early parts of SWOTOR. I think I have seen other players in the background of like my conversation cutscenes sometimes. Oh, okay. We got... Okay, fine. Guess we're gonna have to fight. I don't know why I hit that button. It's dumb of me. Okay, so that's actually a combo I should practice more. now that I see it, is my 3 here summons a melee illusion at someone. Okay, let's try it on this guy. So if I do this, he's gonna get caught fighting that guy. I'll then summon this phantasm. I'll swap to my ranged stuff. I can start doing ranged things to this guy. So yeah, I like that combo. It'll hook you in. I mean, honestly, Stardew has already hooked me for many years at this point. It's one of those games I will always just kind of come back to eventually. What I really want is because I don't know if it was earlier this year or late last year, like around the same time last year, I got my partner to play Stardew Valley finally, and we got to play it co-op, and that was my first time getting to play Stardew co-op, and I would love to keep doing that. That's a fun experience, getting to play Stardew Valley like that. Most of the story stuff is in an instance. The exploration quests are more in the open world. Yeah, that's pretty similar here. Anytime we get into one of these, you see these green portals on the map, that's, hey, you're gonna enter a story instance. Can I gather this before? I'm a zucchini, thank you. Can I run away? Blocked. This is still, honestly, that is one of my the most fun abilities in this video game, is this illusionary counter. That is such a satisfying thing to do. Because on my warrior, not my guardian, who's like the main character I like to play, my warrior, I think, was my first character that I made level 80 through a boost. And I played him a lot, but he has a block on one of his abilities on his sword and board, but his is an axe and board. But either way, the shield for warriors literally just gives you a block button that just, like, for 2 or 3 seconds you block incoming damage. That's not nearly as satisfying as doing this kind of counter of, like, timing it to, like, alright, block something and then get a benefit afterwards. That's really fun. Sword Tree even has a setting to turn on and off same class story instances, so you can go into your own if you're a group of the player of the same class. Oh, okay. That's cool. I think I've played Guild Wars in a group once, so I honestly don't know if there's... Oh, wait, no. Actually, there is. This is, I was talking about this, I think, on one of your streams not that long ago, was... dungeon content in Guild Wars has a story mode, and originally I thought story mode kind of meant something like in SWTOR, where it was, you could play a dungeon by yourself, but what story mode is you get the cutscenes, but I've been in dungeons before with that, where you get the cutscenes, and so I believe it was in story mode, but they don't pertain to you. They pertain to whoever either the leader of the group is or started the dungeon. You're watching their cutscenes, because they're the character in the cutscene talking to people. You don't get your character talking to people. So that's cool. I wonder if that's a setting in here somewhere too. My bet is probably not, because I don't think I don't know how much support this game gives to its dungeon content anymore. They have other things like fractals, and I don't even know if they really care about raids. I don't hear about raids all that much. I was saying World v World, talking about World v World on your stream earlier. I want to say that this is still a big thing for them, just because it's kind of a unique thing, and I might have to play around in it a little bit more, but I think to do that, I want to join a guild before I start messing around in World v World.
Hello there, Norn. We're here from the Dermond Priory, and your friend Stieg has something that belongs to us.
We're just here for Frostbeard. Bring us the sword he carries, and we won't hurt you.
Pathetic little...
Does that ever work? Saying, do it, or we'll hurt you.
Is mighty. He will attack Lion's Arch, and we will show you all Dragon's power. Stieg's blood sword is a holy relic of the dragon, Jorman. The dragon blesses Stieg for his faithful service. He will lead us To victory!
It's not too late. Please, think about what you're doing. The dragon may give you power, but in exchange, he's made you slaves.
Abandoned dragon in his time of triumph? Why would we do that?
Lion's Arch is filled with innocent people. You can't do this.
They aren't listening, Novice. Time to switch to Plan B. Go get them!
Oop. I'm not prepared. I need to do my mantra. Interrupted. Haha. Deal with it. Oh, do I have to interrupt him again?
Why won't you just give us the sword? Is power worth so much pain?
Oh boy. I need to do my other mantra. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Stun. Oh, I thought he was going for a bigger swing than he was. Okay. You, sir. Oh, is he coming to fight us? That would make my life so much easier. Oh, okay, they've turned on their leader who they were just defending, saying, oh, he's awesome. Now they've realized he's actually crazy. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Oh, they turned them into monsters and now they're fighting us? I'm gonna just focus on the boss, honestly. I'll let our friend here... Oh, he turned into a big monster. Oh.
No more polite discussion, Novice. It's time to kick some soft.
Interrupted. Haha. I love having interrupts. Get stunned. Look at all that dot damage appearing above his head too. That's crazy. Absolutely wild. He is healing though, so I think a story event is happening right now. I don't think now is the time we get to kill this dude. Stun him again. Or maybe this is just like a second health bar into the boss fight sort of deal. Ooh, wasted my interrupt. There we go.
Not worthy of Jormag's sword.
Let's take a look at the sword. It's a cool sword. Can we use this sword? I know it's evil and all, but like... Can we use this?
Heavy.
Well done, Novice. The sanguinary blade is ours, and Lion's Arch is safe from Stieg Frostbeard.
It's hard to believe that Stieg was willing to see all his Norn friends die just to keep the power of the sanguinary blade.
That's not hard for me to believe at all, Novice. It's typical of the idiots who serve Elder Dragons. The dragons are a blight. They don't care about anything but their hunger. Their followers are just... bad. Even if we find a way to save the world from the dragons, I sometimes wonder if we'll ever find a way to save us from ourselves. When Gix told me I was going to be mentoring a new novice, I thought it would be an incredibly boring task. But you know what? I really like you. You're willing to try new things, and you've got a good head on your shoulders.
Thanks, Siren. I have to admit, this has been a lot of fun.
Sherry, come on, let's get the sword back to Gix. After that, we'll work on saving the world.
Alright then. There was a point I was just about to make, now I've forgotten it. Oh well. I am curious. How
Any
much
dwarven
more?
artifacts, any you can find would be much appreciated.
Is this going to be the end of chapter 4? Or are we going to get another German Priory kind of mission of like, okay, you've done this, but now we need to find a way to destroy the sword? No, they probably want to keep the sword safe and keep it. I would doubt knowledge seekers like this would want to destroy things. Oops, walking the wrong way. This is a very cool castle, though. I like the Vigil Castle. It's very cool, but this is... I like this location a lot. This is really well made.
At last, the sanguinary blade. I shudder to think of the damage it would have wrought without your aid. You've both done well. Consider yourselves off probation. Further, novice, I hereby promote you to the rank of explorer, with all the rights and privileges, etc., etc. I'd like you to continue your partnership with Siren. Perhaps you can keep this deciduous do-gooder out of trouble.
Thank you, Steward Gix. I'd be happy to collaborate with Siren. We work well together.
Poor Gix. You're just jealous that you're stuck in here being leadery and responsible while we're having all the fun.
Yes, yes. I'm sure that's exactly what it is. Be that as it may, I must rely on you two for another project. Your next endeavor is a research assignment involving one of the lesser races of Tyria. Do try not to teach them bad habits, Siren. Explorer, get a briefing from Siren, and choose which species you'd like to study. Now, go.
Okay, cool. So this seems something similar to what you do. Yeah, okay. Oh, I almost want to choose the Hylic, because Hylic are what I chose when I was playing with the Vigil on my Guardian. I almost want to pick Hylic just to see if it's the same and how it's different. But let's go with the Skrit. Skrit are the rat people that like to steal things. Because I want just a definite new experience if I can. So let's do that. That's cool. I didn't know. I kind of thought this was ending.
Look at my talent grow.
Ooh, we leveled up. Cool. 10 hero points. Awesome. I'll take that. Let's get that, please. Okay, cool. So I think that at least gives us... So when we get to level 45 here next level, we'll be able to go all the way down the tree now. So let's take a look again real quick at what is here. So gain vigor when critting. Phantasms get fury. When you evade, gain vigor. Now it says plus 50% endurance regeneration, but what is that? I learned about this command earlier today. So /wiki endurance regen. Now you guys didn't see that, but it popped up in my browser here, the wiki for Guild Wars 2, with what I typed in endurance regen there. So maybe we go and just look up endurance, and that will help us figure out endurance. Okay. Oh. Okay, this yellow bar here that we use to dodge, that's endurance. I never knew that. I never knew that. Wow, that's crazy. Endurance recharges at a base rate of 5 endurance per second. Increased by up to a maximum rate of 10 per second. And this gives vigor, which gives plus 50% endurance regen. Okay, you know what? That's cool to learn. I never knew that. Actually, let's close. Go away. There we go. Back to this. Okay. Learn something new. Pistol attacks from you and your illusions have a chance to cause bleeding. That's definitely what we're going to go for. That's awesome. Illusions inflict bleeding. That's right. That's why we want to go down this line, because I want to add another dot to our build here once we get to it. Shatter 2 inflicts blindness. So after successful evade, I can reflect projectiles for 2 seconds. Okay. Grant fury to yourself and nearby allies when you critically strike an enemy. Okay. So what's interesting is none of this... Oh, I want to try that combo. No, I don't, because I want that. None of this increases my crit chance, but it's based around crits. It's also based around dodging. There's a lot of dodging-based things. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, a mail from Kaith. I've intercepted reports that you are doing well. Your order praises you highly. This is for the best. We must unify. We must all unify, or two will blacken and die. Aaron Ritlock searched the catacombs for lost power. Zoja still fights for Snaf's legacy. While Logan falls back to Kryta and to his queen. I do not understand why they cannot move forward. Why they are so obsessed with the past. How can we make them focus on the future? If they do not, it will soon escape us forever. And the dragons will succeed. I must follow them. I have to watch and understand. There's too much at risk for us to fail. So every character, depending on your race, will, throughout your story, get mail. Especially once you meet them, they'll get mail from their race's member of Destiny's Edge. So we get mail from Kaith. Because she's kind of our guiding mentor for us. Oh, okay. So we, so that was all of chapter 4. So I kind of so I said we would get to level 44 or 45 from doing just the story of chapter 4. We only got to level 43. We didn't even get close to level 44. Dang. Okay. Well, that's chapter 4. Let's see, on the map here. There's a new event nearby. Oh, it's the Guild Rush race. I don't want to do that. Well, I'm trying to think. What's Thank you. We got the chapter done. It's true. And now comes the thing of we have to level up to level 50 to unlock chapter 5. So let's play for a little bit longer. Discover some parts of the map. Ironically, it does seem like finding waypoints on the map and points of interest in vistas is a very good way to level up. But maybe we'll do a quest while we're at it, and we'll kind of see how much XP does a quest give versus how much XP. I don't think this vista will give a lot. Vistas don't tend to give as much as waypoints do, but you tend to find them around each other. Just gonna do some Skyrim horse smearing. Horse parkour, as it were. Okay. Oop. Oh, man. Because it's always the challenge with vistas is almost never do I follow the critical path that whatever level designer put this up here did it. And I don't know if I did it again this time. I don't know if I followed that critical path. But yeah, I thought that might be the end, but I got a little confused because I think on my last character that I did this with, I was already past the level cap for chapter 4 and 5. So chapter 4 bled into 5, and because of that choice that you make of which race do you want to go and interact with, it makes it seem like one big chapter, but they are actually 2 chapters. I didn't pay attention to how much XP that gave. Dang it. Here, wait. Let's go back and look real quick. I'm looking back at the stream. Okay, 1,341. 1,341 XP for 1 Vista. Now let's do this quest. Organize tools, disarm script-made traps, stop script ambushes, kill vermin, and protect miners and cargoes from hostiles. Okay. Pop my way over here. Oh, I see.
Please move along.
Place the scrap metal in the barrel. I'm organizing these people's camp for them. I'm doing their... Kill vermin? Can I... Oh yeah, killing the rats gave me progress. Okay. Never had that happen before. Tool rack. There we go. Place the tool in the rack. Pick up the scrap metal. Put it in the barrel. I'm gonna switch to swords just because that's gonna be easier. Scrap metal in the barrel. So we're trying to beat 1,341 XP with this one quest. That's one lazy miner for them to have to put. they put boxes in, on top of him. He was so lazy. He's become one with the environment. Well, let's motivate him to get back to work. Oh, jeez, that's funny. Hey, lazy miner, get back to work. Also, why do you have like wings and stuff? Like, what is that? I know that's got to be the armor you're wearing, but that's crazy looking. That's cool. Okay, lazy miners, get back to work. You too. Okay, how much XP was that? It did not tell us. Right? It didn't tell us? No, it did. I just missed it. It was 29,000. Not 29,000, 2,900. So basically 3,000. Okay, so doing quests, actually, more lucrative. A little bit more time consuming, possibly, depending on things, especially compared to a waypoint is just walk by it. But now we know. We should stop and do quests. That will level us up a bit quicker. Let's see, what time is it? We'll probably only play for about 30 more minutes. The bigger question, I guess, is going to be is, should I, next stream just be a leveling stream where we get up to level 50 to start chapter 5 of the quest? B, I play off stream to level up to level 50. And then next stream we just start off with the story like we've been doing. Or C, I just use an item to instantly level my guy up to 50 and we just skip the process of manually doing it. Which is very possible. I think in my bank I have a lot of those scrolls just because you get them for your quote-unquote game birthday for your characters. And a lot of my characters have been around for many years, even though I may not play them, haven't played them for as many years. Mend injured miners, collapse script holes, and stop script thieves. Are you injured?
I knew someone like you long ago.
To play off stream or not? Yeah, exactly. Like, because it's not like I mind playing off stream, but it's more like, is that a good move? Hey. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I'm more tempted to just do the leveling on stream to kind of show off that leveling process in a game like this. But I do recognize it's not the most entertaining of content sometimes. Oops, that was the wrong button. There we go. I should eat some more blueberry toast. I haven't seen any injured miners yet. Or any script being thieved. Oh, there's an injured miner, just as I say it. Like, I've just been killing script. I like to, when I can, especially when I'm questing, to try and experience all the different ways to do each quest. Did it. No, these are just miners. Oh. Oh, he did put up the turret. Oh, the turret's just in a weird spot. I was trying to interrupt that guy from placing down his turrets. Block. Oh, is that the turret down there? He threw the turret. It just ended up all the way down there. There we go. What's over here? It's just more of the same. Oh, these are frost bats now. Oh, he wants it. He wants to fight. Ooh, boy. Okay. Man, I really... Dyslexia came in there for a moment because I read that as little bag of Skrittles. I was like, oh my god, that's an amazing joke. But apparently it's just my brain. My real question is this character an achiever? Does he achieve things? So the fun thing that we found out is that every race has a different phrase for when they get an achievement. They don't all say that same phrase. I don't remember what the Sylvari one is. But yeah, so that's just Nolan North on the human side that makes that joke. And it's still very funny every time I see it. The thing that we never showed you, specifically Deconstruction Gaming, is the fact that... Here, let's get into a a good spot here is the dance for the Sylvari. He does not make nearly as much noise as the human guy does. I want to know who in the credits is labeled as choreographer for dances. What achievements actually can we get? We got that. Nothing on our watch list. Story. So all this stuff I think is Battle of Lance Arch. Is this what I think it is? Okay, so we'll get these achievements pretty soon here. I think. No, I think that's actually way later. Because I don't know if I've actually encountered that yet. General. Fashion. There's fashion ones. Soulbind 18 pieces of cultural armor. Okay. Add 500 skins. Soulbind 12 pieces of human cultural armor. And collect an item of each armor slot from the Lunatic set. Char, Asura, Norn, Sylvari. Oh, I haven't gotten any Sylvari cultural armor. I thought I did get one at one point. Guess not. A lot less grunty. Accurate. Are these miners just dropping? Guys, I think you're working them a little too hard if these miners are just dropping dead. Yeah, like this guy just passed out behind me. Feed him a sandwich or something. Jeez. You're literally working them to passing out. Do you need some water? You guys should unionize or something. Hey, Scrit. Can I get that Scrit from here? Oh my god, I can. Still obstructed. Interrupt him again. You'll never summon that turret for as long as I live. Alright, there we go. Another big chunk of XP. Good for us. Oh. There's a hero point in this direction we can see. And now that we're done with the quest, who cares about the miners? We don't need to heal them anyways. What we do care about, though, is this hero point over here. You ooze power, but Skillet think it all for show. Can Skillet smash you with Pet Smashy? Oh, Smashy. I'm gonna say this is a little unfair, guys, because I'm gonna use my big ability. What's the cooldown on this? 240 seconds. Got that hero point, always good. That permanently desummoned my dude. Wow. Camera's kind of freaking out right now with what's going on around us. Scrit Hill. It's okay, we can run away. We don't have to fight if we don't want to. Ooh. Oh, we just saw that player working for it. We tried. Can we? Oh, we did it. We might have cheesed it slightly, but we did it. Again, don't think this was the way it was intended for us to get this. I say that like we're gonna perfectly make this jump right now. What is the intended route? I think you have to go up there. How do you get up there? I don't necessarily know. But... Oh no! The double tap dodge got me again. Man. Okay, well. We now know we can cheese this slightly by using our mount. Maybe. Alright, let's try again. Okay, fine. We will do it this way. Go up here first. And then we'll do this. There we go. Much easier. Okay. Alright, attempt number 2. Did it. Sorry for cutting out the audio. I had to go over to the other screen, hit something real quick. Okay. Oh. Won't let us get on our thing. Let me mount. Oh, I took damage. Let me mount. Thank you. Is that above us? Where am I? Oh no, there it is. Volkswagen? What happened to you? I think this player's AFK and they died. Which is quite funny. Alright, do you have... Ooh, you do have things that I could use. Vitality and condition damage. Yes, please. I will take that. That's only level 28. I am going... Ooh, I actually quite like that helmet. I'm going to buy it just to unlock the skin. Shiver Peak Beacon. Whatever. Oh wait, real quick, let's sell you any junk that we picked up. Cool.
I'll see you around.
We could go and do what we talked about before, and we could do our chef stuff that we wanted to do. And start leveling up being a chef. I almost want to look up a guide, because years ago, on a different character, I did look up a guide for, like, leveling, you know, level 0 to 500 on a profession in Guild Wars 2, and they kind of lay out, like, oh, ruining. Don't have the correct stuff equipped for that. They lay out a guide of, like, hey, you get these ingredients and you craft these things in this order as the most efficient path for leveling to max on your profession. Maybe we kind of look that up just to kind of see for fun. I'm gonna do that actually. Cheater. Hey, you use the wiki for Stardew Valley, and I never have, so we'll call it even. Yeah, GW2 chef leveling guide. Let's try that. Costs 7 gold to do. Ooh, I am dying. Okay. You don't believe that all comes from my memory? Oh, man. And you got spreadsheets now. From where I am in your streams, I'm only on, let's see, I'm on adding animals to our farm to prepare for winter, which 8 days ago. So I'm over a week now behind on your streams. That's where I've been at in life. Is that I'm over a week behind on your streams at this point. I did get to see your chicken tribute, which is very funny and very cute, and I appreciate it. I love telling my partner, like, oh yeah, chicken Kyler's a thing now. Hey, we got level 44. That's not even 45 like I thought it was. I forgot. I need one more level to get my thing that I want. My nether spec for my build. Alright, let me run. Adulting sucks. Man, tell me about it. This is maybe the worst job I've ever had. And it's not even technically that bad. Like, it pays fine. It's just such a corporate, boring office job, like literally pushing around papers to file paperwork, that it's just depressing. Makes me miss school even more. Even though I should not go back to school by any means. Definitely makes me miss my time there. I would like to learn about dwarves. In this area of the world, there have been 2 dwarven races, the Delgermore and the Stone Summit. Many believe they were among the earliest races in Tyria. Now they're all dead. Sir, I am reading. Well, actually, there's a bit of debate about that, and plenty of rumors. I am reading. There's a bit of debate about them, plenty of rumors. What I do know for certain is that for the grand majority, died to save the world from the Great Destroyer. They sacrificed themselves? I like how I'm gonna let my character auto attack while I figure this out. Can you summon some things, and then I'm gonna heal myself, I guess. Tyria was on the verge of annihilation by the Great Destroyer, but the dwarves had a ritual. The ritual worked, but it exacted a severe price. The dwarves paid it. I think that was the price of they all turned to stone, right? Spreadsheet has a to-do list, community center tab, fishing tab, farm planning tab, and a crops list. That's awesome. I want to see this spreadsheet now. Oh man, I miss spreadsheets. I really do miss spreadsheets. It's one of the nerdiest sentences I think can ever be uttered by a human being, but man, do I miss Excel spreadsheets sometimes. Okay, we do want to be doing events. That partially for the XP, but mostly for our weekly, I believe it is. Something I might want to do is quickly switch over to another character to get enhancements on this guy.
Moments of terror, like getting the eggs.
Let's get dirty.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we're collecting their eggs and then we're gonna kill them. Like that feels kind of messed up. But okay, they solved that by putting a fear effect on them.
Sooner I beat you, sooner I get to feast.
Boop. Doing that little swap is always fun.
Wait, this way. Maybe we can ditch the dredge.
You got another I forgot to invade a planet stream. I must have missed that quote. Oh, that was probably when you were cycling your characters, huh? I forgot to invade a planet. It's still a very good line. Be like me being like, oh, I forgot to kill a dragon today. I guess they do. Can I block? There we go.
I wish the chef thought my life was more valuable than a clutch of griffin eggs.
Alright, is he gonna do his fear? Fear them away. I don't want to fight the griffins if I don't have to. They're just animals. They're just trying to protect their eggs from us. Are you a Norn? Or are you human? Oh boy.
Swift and steady.
Never thought being an apprentice should be so
Now this is what I'm really torn about is I know I want to keep playing Guild Wars once we get through the story with this character. And maybe we'll even like take a break to another character after only getting through the base story, and then we'll come back for the expansion story on this guy, or maybe we'll do the expansion story on a different character. I'm not sure. I just know I want to keep playing Guild Wars and eventually get to a different character as well and play a new class and learn that class. But I am really torn on what the next class I want to play is. Because man, do I want to play an Elementalist, but I also really want to play a medium armor class, either Engineer, Thief, or Ranger, but I want to play all of them? It's so conflicting. I'm gonna have to spend money on more character slots, though. No, just fear them away. No. No, Andruni, why would you? Be nice. Okay. Oh, I'm dazed.
The largest eggs for the largest palates, the chef always says. I think he means plates.
But yeah, like I want to play Thief because I really want to play a Sniper or maybe even Daredevil. Because I don't think I've ever touched the Daredevil subclass. But I remember really liking the Sniper one, at least in PvP. I guess I don't know how good Sniper is going to be in PvE content. It'll be interesting. But I also want to play Engineer because I want to play a Hollow Smith and get a lightsaber, because that's really cool.
This last match should have what I need.
And then Rangers I find fascinating because they have a whole effectively mini-game around their entire class that's not like any other class, and the fact that they kind of play Pokemon in the world of Guild Wars. Like, they not like they're throwing a ball to catch stuff, but like all the various animals around the world, like these griffins, there's sections in areas where animals will have juvenile blank, juvenile griffin, juvenile wolf, whatever it's going to be. And rangers are the only ones in the game that get to interact with that system, and they get to try and tame every animal in the game to have as a pet. And each pet, kind of like in WoW, each pet kind of has its own abilities and own ways of doing stuff. So I'm really tempted by Ranger too. And Ranger has a subclass that is like the healer of the game. Because while Guardian can heal, they can go into kind of a healing spec, like what I was talking about in Deconstructions Gaming stream earlier. Because they're more like paladins, it's not a true healer. Or at least it's not the most optimal healer, I'll say it like that. But the druid subclass for rangers is supposedly like, I'm going to heal and I'm going to do amazing at healing. Like, I'm fully focused on healing, not just as a weapon type, but as a full subclass devoted to it. Oh man, I can't collect. Oh, there we go. I have a steel one. This should be high enough level for this. Because yeah, I needed to gather logging resources for that quest. Okay, but with all that discussion, I think now is a good time to end the stream. So that way I can do the other things I need to do today. I get ready to go out to dinner here in a bit. But thank you everyone for joining me, Deconstruction Gaming especially. Always lovely to chat with you, talk other MMOs. But let's all remember that if we use the donation link, which I've only just now realized how many streams has that been like that. The donation link at the top of the screen you can use to donate to Phoenix Children's Hospital through Extra Life. The donation link said donation link for months now. So now it actually says donation link. But use the donation link at the top of the screen or in the description and donate to Extra Life. All donations through my link will go to Phoenix Children's Hospital. It's a great service. That's why I do my stream, trying to help them out and do my part in trying to give kids a better experience when they're dealing with something that's not very fun whatsoever, to be sick. Thank you again for watching and dealing with my horrible spelling mistakes and speaking mistakes constantly, apparently, like donation link. I'm gonna be laughing about that for the rest of the night now. I'm gonna tell people. I'm gonna be like, I spell it donation link. You have a great night too. Make sure whatever anyone is doing this weekend, make sure to have fun with it. Go check out Marvel Rivals if you want. It's fun. I'm gonna play that probably tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? If I feel like it. Yeah, you never noticed the typo either. That makes me feel better because I never noticed it. It's been there a long time. It's been there, I think, before I started streaming, especially regularly too, because I think I set all this overlay stuff up way before I started streaming. That's very funny. I'm very it's making me chuckle quite a lot. But yes, thank you all again. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.